Class of 2017, please be seated. Members of the class of 2017, Mr. Kakanovich, members of the Board of Education, Dr. Hall, members of the faculty, parents, friends, and guests. Good evening and welcome to the 86th commencement ceremony of Brighton High School. My name is Kevin McGowan, and as your superintendent, I am honored to be with you this evening to celebrate this momentous occasion, especially for the graduates, but also for our community and our learning organization. At this time, before we begin the ceremony in earnest, it is my privilege to introduce the special guests on stage this evening. On your left, and beginning from the left in the back row, are Mr. Joe Priola, representing technology, Mr. Matthew Schindler, representing math, Mr. Michael Blake, representing business, Mrs. Laura Clancy, representing English, Mr. Sean Metz, representing science, Mrs. Doreen Estrada, representing foreign language, and Mr. Adam Hiller, representing social studies. On your left and from the left in the front row are Mr. Matthew Tappan, principal of Council Rock Primary School, Mr. Matthew Como, principal of French Road Elementary School, Mr. Rob Thomas, principal of 12 Corners Middle School, Mr. Thomas Mitchell, assistant principal of Brighton High School, Mr. Michael Pincelli, assistant principal of Brighton High School, Ms. Teresa Mosier, assistant principal for alternative programs, Mrs. Sarah Jacob, assistant principal of Brighton High School, Dr. Thomas Hall, principal of Brighton High School, and Mr. Jeff Dale, BHS class of 1990 and co-founder of Three Heads Brewery and your commencement speaker this evening. On your right and beginning from the right in the back row are Mrs. Katie Massey, representing special education, Mrs. Marsha O'Brien, representing counseling, Dr. Michael Leaner, Director of Innovative Student Learning, Mrs. Carolyn Rabideau, Director of Student Services, Dr. Debbie Baker, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, Mr. Lou Alimo, Assistant Superintendent for Administration, and Mr. Nate Merritt, Director of Health, Physical Education, and Athletics. On your right and beginning from the right in the front row are Board of Education members Mrs. Karen Hatch, Mrs. Martha Skirmamano, Dr. Marv Sachs, Mrs. Andrea Costanza, Mrs. Julene Gilbert, Vice President, and Mr. Mark Ikonovich, President of the Board of Education. Thanks to all of you for being here this evening to represent the many facets of our community as we celebrate the success of our students. Thanks also to the many families, friends, community members, and extended families who are here with us this evening or who will join in the celebrations to follow. We are so grateful for our partnership with you. So my job is to welcome you, class of 2017. My task is to lay some groundwork. My objective is simply to set the tone and perhaps have you remember one or two comments on behalf of your school district, knowing full well that I personally don't remember who welcomed me to my graduation or what they said. But I'll try. These are landmark moments in life, nights like tonight, and one should try to desperately remember them, embrace them, hold on to them. Graduates, this is one of those moments. I'd like to bring you right back to when you started on this path. That's right back to maybe your Sesame Street moments. To simply say this moment is brought to you, by the word family, by the letter E for educators, and by the numbers 2, 0, 1, and 7 for the great class of 2017, and the letter U for all of you who have worked incredibly hard and accomplished a great deal. Let's explore those sponsors for just a moment. First, your family. They have been there for you as coaches, mentors, cajolers, influencers, taskmasters, cheerleaders, and supporters in so many ways. I'm glad I can see you now. I thought nobody was here. Please join me in giving your families a round of applause. And brought to you by the letter E for educators, I'd like to take a moment to thank and recognize all of those here tonight and who could not be here, of the over 600 incredible staff members of the Brighton Central School District who do so much to help you in so many ways. They have made sure that our schools are cared for, organized, safe, prepared for you, and that your instruction is inspiring, challenging, differentiated, and focused on each of your needs. This work is their passion, their art, their vocation, and we are grateful for their efforts. The numbers 2017, you are incredible, class of 2017. You've left an indelible mark on the Brighton Central Schools as a class. Your accomplishments as students, as artists, as athletes, as great human beings are too numerous to recite and too substantial to boil down to a simple list. They are astounding, and they will not soon be forgotten. Your impact on us as people will be a legacy that follows you for many, many years to come. And finally, thanks to the letter U that stands euphemistically for you. I am proud to say that I know you. I am proud to call you graduates. I'm proud that you will go forth and forever be known as the alumni of Brighton High School. I often remark that this is the next great generation, you. In fact, I likely got hooked on the idea from working with all of you in the classes that came before you. And I'm hooked on the title from a book that I really enjoy, Millennials Rising, The Next Great Generation by Neil Howe, William Strauss, and R.J. Mattson. This important work points out the following. Millennials are unlike any other youth generation in living memory. They are more numerous, more affluent, better educated, and more ethnically diverse. More important, they are beginning to manifest a wide array of positive social habits that older Americans no longer associate with youth, including a new focus on teamwork, achievement, modesty, and good conduct. Only a few years from now, this can-do youth revolution will overwhelm the cynics and the pessimists. Over the next decade, the millennial generation will entirely recast the image of youth from downbeat and alienated to upbeat and engaged, you, with potentially seismic consequences for America. You can foresee their future hopes and fears and strengths and weaknesses as they rise to adulthood and in time to power. You can understand how today's kids are on track to become a powerhouse generation full of technology planners, community shapers, institution builders, and world leaders, perhaps destined to dominate the 21st century like today's fading and ennobled GI generation dominated the 20th. That's pretty heady stuff, but not surprising to many of the people sitting here today. The reality for all of us is to know you, class of 2017, is to be impressed by you. To have worked with you is to be excited for what you are bringing to the world and what it means for the rest of us. You are entering the broader world of work or higher education at an interesting time, class of 2017. Heck, you've already been living it. During your senior year alone, there was a seismic shift in leadership and proposed public policy making. Yet one constant remains and gives us comfort. It is you that will shape the future. It is you that will remain focused on social justice for all, commitment to each and every person, and support for their innate qualities and wonderful differences. It is you who will be curious, industrious, civil, patriotic, and compassionate. It is you who will lead us forward in innovation, communication, and peacefulness. You are ready, class of 2017. We are excited to celebrate with you, but to mark the beginning, or the commencement, as it were, of your next chapter. This is not an end, but a beginning. So one final piece of advice, look around you. Remember the people that you are graduating with and those that have come to cheer you on. Take a few snapshots in your mind and cherish the moment. Slow down, take a breath, and really savor one of life's great opportunities to be honored for your work. Thank you for courageously leaving us to commence your next steps, steps that undoubtedly will lead to a better world for all of us. And finally, as has been said to the classes that came before you, but rings so very true in your case, we are in awe of you and your talents and your spirit. We care for you deeply. We are so excited for what you are about to encounter. You are great. You will be even greater. You have the ability to change the world. You are good to be around, and goodness comes from you. We have been privileged to watch you grow, and we are so happy that our future is in your hands. Brighton is you, and Brighton believes in you. Welcome to your commencement and your new beginning, class of 2017. Please rise now for the Star-Spangled Banner, performed by Canal Town Brass. And thank you to Canal Town Brass. My apologies for trampling on your first few notes. At this time, graduating senior Allison Thayer will present the welcome from the class.
Good evening, Dr. McGowan, Dr. Hall, administrators, teachers, families, friends, and of course, the Brighton High School class of 2017. Welcome to graduation. Today is a big milestone in our lives, for some perhaps the biggest, a time to look forward and a time to reflect. It's common to wish you could do things again with what you know now. Wouldn't it be great today to receive a letter from our 40-year-old selves? I wanted to write one to my 5-year-old self entering kindergarten in Brighton. Dear Allie, you're about to begin a 13-year journey that will shape who you are as a person. By no means will your journey be easy. There will be hardships, losses, and failures. But by the end, you will be ready to take on the world. Soon it will be September 2004, and you will be beginning kindergarten. Pay attention to who is around you, perhaps your future best friend, prom date, teammate, or square dancing partner, hey Paul, is sitting across the table. Play with toys, paint pretty pictures, and learn to read and write. People will always think that you're weird because you draw your S's from the bottom, but brush it off, doesn't matter. Wherever you end up, remember that Council Rock is a super school. Hooray, hooray, hooray. By the time you reach French Road, you will have settled into the routine of school. You will also meet a man who will devote his life to your education. Dr. Tom Hall. He will make you learn about star qualities and even write a song about them, to which your class will boo during an assembly. Apologize later. I'm sorry. Cherish recess. The quarter-mile run will be the scariest day ever. No matter how much you stretch and prepare to run one lap and a little more around the soccer field, Ella Kojas will still beat you. There will be Civil War Day, gotchas, and you'll even make a map of Australia with a pizza box and salt dough. By the end, you'll be sitting in rows and shaking hands with Dr. McGowan as you graduate from 5th grade. Then, you will start middle school. There will be trips to DC, Vermont, New York, and Quebec. Never open the bus's bathroom door on a 6-hour bus ride. Do not be that person. Listen to whale sounds with Mr. Durkee, sing the Latin American Capitals song, join Magic Club, and dance your heart out at activity nights. In the cafeteria, make sure you sit down quietly so Mr. Malloy doesn't make you clean the floors. You'll ruin your chances of getting a backpack pass in 8th grade. And you will be forced to grow up fast when you lose one of your own. Finally, you will one day make it to high school. There will be a lot more work, but you will survive it. Accidentally forget you have tag, memorize the countries of Africa, don't get your homecoming dance disqualified, and try never to forget the old cookies from the snack line. Fail your first driver's test for making the driving instructor uncomfortable. Whatever. Take a survey about flex. Take another survey about flex. Hang up your college poster. Now listen carefully. Make sure you get econ in the fall. Finally, pick up your cap and gown from the main office 2 weeks late and write a letter to yourself for graduation. Congrats, you're nearly there. Throughout your Brighton experience, look out for words like Webkins, Silly Bands, Heelys, Tamagotchis, Vine, Uggs, Flappy Bird, and Pokemon Go. At some point, these things will be the coolest. You'll know you're almost done when you get a fidget spinner. Along the way, you will meet incredible people who will become your friends. You will have fabulous teachers who push you to be the best versions of yourself. Have fun and enjoy your time as a Baron. Good luck. Love, Allie. Thank you.
The graduates have a major role in planning the commencement celebration, and they participate actively in it. In this tradition, Senior Halima Abukar will address the class.
Thank you. It is an honor to be speaking to the last of the 90s babies, the graduating class of 2017. This is for the kids who barely talked in class, for the kids who talked too much, for the kids who were funny, boring, and everything in between. This is for Tyler Kopp. This is for all you kids who didn't have much of a voice. And this is for my mom and my dad. I remember being in the 8th grade at 12 Corners and thinking of high school as some distant idea. I thought there'd be cliques and bullies and jocks and cheerleaders. I thought there'd be rumors and gossip. I thought it was just like the movies. Maybe some of you guys saw that, maybe some of you didn't, but high school wasn't to me what it was to most of you, and it wasn't to most of you what it was to me. I came into high school with the notion of realizing that most of my ideas would come to grow here. Freshman year of high school, I would try to figure out what I wasn't. I wasn't a liar, I wasn't immoral, I wasn't cool. Sophomore year, I tried to find out who I was. What did my identity consist of? What were my likes, my dislikes? Who are my friends? Junior year, I found out my friends were the 8-push textbook and Algebra 2. And senior year, I was overwrought with nostalgia. High school was where I developed my amazing music taste. My first day of school, all the way into my last day of school, there lied the anxiety of being forgotten, and hopefully this will make up for my absence in the yearbook. I'm sure some of you did this too. I'd see a classmate walking in the hall and be like, I want to be their friend. I see some of you and I'd wish I'd spoken to you, wish I'd said hello, wish we'd helped each other out on some homework. Instead, I'd let that simmer in me. And to this day, I wish I said hello. I wish I initiated some conversation. Maybe it's too late, maybe I still have time, but what I got from my overall high school experience was that I still have more growing to do. I should learn I should learn to swallow my pride. One day, my alarm will wake me up. And for those of you who claim you won't miss high school, you probably didn't peak in high school like I did. I'm from Somalia, I'm a first-generation immigrant, and my mom and my dad, they're very glad I'm not up here doing what I really wanted to do, which was to show you my top 10 favorite memes. They told me often in cryptic adages that they were proud of me, that they loved me. It was cool, I guess. And my parents, without their empathy, and I would not have gotten through Brighton High School. Without the empathy of faculty and friends, with the exclusion of Mr. Noto, we would not be walking the stage today. The summation of my doubts and anxieties dissipated with a hug by my mom and the sight of my dad's toothy smile. Knowing that we struggled together in high school, the class of 2017, knowing that we struggled together is what calmed me. I knew that I wasn't alone. Now I know how much we sought approval in high school, and all the moments we thought we were being judged, all the moments we were awkward, all the moments I stuttered or fell, all the moments I was conscious of being myself, all the moments we were conscious of being ourselves. That's what I'll carry with me for the rest of my life. I hope that you'll carry that with you for the rest of your life too. We endured these instances together, and that's what calmed me. And because, as I said before, that's where our growing came from. Our character, our doubts, our fears, our common app supplements we didn't know existed until the day before it was due kind of moments were what made us us. My high school was tiring. There was some difficulties and uneasy truths I faced. There were times I felt helpless, times I felt my uncertainties were greater than me, and times I encountered internal dilemma. And these times called for further introspection. But knowing that we have the power to hold on to our convictions, to decide what we value, and to know that we are stronger than our intimidations is construction of character. Now, with our graduation of high school, it seems like it's time to embrace knowledge and newness and confrontation. It's been an honor to be your classmate. I'll miss the laughter and the clumsiness and the love. Thank you a million times, and congratulations.
The Senior String Ensemble will now perform Symphony 12 in G Allegro by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, arranged by Sandra Dachau. Thank you for that incredible performance, and I couldn't help but think that is not only due to your incredible talent and hard work, but also the work done with you by a faculty member who will be retiring. And there are several institutions here this evening that, although this is about the students, I would like to take a moment to thank Mrs. Guth, Mr. Noto, Mr. Struzik, Mrs. O'Brien, Mr. Parola, and Mrs. Meyer, who are all here this evening. This will be their last graduation as staff members. They are institutions at Brighton, and could we please recognize them with a round of applause? Class of 2017, they decided they could not top you, so they are leaving. They're out. It is customary for the graduating class to present a gift to Brighton High School. Receiving the gift from the class of 2017 will be Brighton High School Principal Dr. Thomas Hall. The senior class will be making the presentation.
Good evening. I am Dana Dale, Class of 2017 President, and this is Caroline Samsonic, Vice President, Ella Charlesworth, Treasurer, Ellen Chinchilli, Secretary, Eleanor Burns, Representative, Lena Lucas, Representative, and Jade Weiner, Representative. On behalf of the Class of 2017, I would ask everyone to please pause for a brief moment of silence to honor our departed friend and classmate, Tyler Kopp. Thank you.
Dr. Hall, the Brighton High School Class of 2017 wishes to leave the following gifts.
The purchase of 2 hand dryers.
Leave approximately $650 for the incoming freshman class.
Give approximately $250 to Brighton High School's Black Student Union. And the planting of 2 lilac bushes on the BHS campus. With gratitude and fond memories, please accept these gifts.
The senior vocal group will now perform More I Cannot Wish You by Frank Loesser, arranged by Steve Zagree.
For the color of your coat.
It is now my pleasure and honor to introduce your commencement speaker. Jeff Dale is the Minister of Mayhem at Three Heads Brewing. He graduated. That is, by the way, the best title I have ever introduced on this stage. He graduated from BHS in 1990, and it was at BHS where he met and started dating his wife, Jeannie Colette Dale. He worked many sales jobs in the telecommunications industry before stepping away to be a stay-at-home dad. During this time, he began brewing beer with his brother-in-law and a neighbor. After winning over 20 various awards for their home-brewed beers, they decided to take their idea public. In 2010, Three Heads Brewing went live. The company has continued to grow, and in 2016, they opened their 20,000 square foot brewery in downtown Rochester. It is currently the second largest brewery in Western New York. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Jeff Dale.
So Dana told me back in November that I might be doing this, and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Found out April this actually was happening, so I figured I should write a speech. This is very weird for me to do. Stick with me. So I was asked to define what it means to be happy and successful. Happy is defined as feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. Success is defined as accomplishing a desired aim or result, or having achieved fame, wealth, or social status. These are obviously correct, but they're really just broad and bland definitions. The truth is, being happy and successful is a moving target and a lifelong journey that at times can seem impossible to achieve, but like everything in life, nothing good comes easy. When I was younger, it was much easier to define these things. Being happy was just about having, hanging with my friends, not having any chores to do. It meant having candy, ice cream, pizza. It was going to an amusement park. Really, it was about not being grounded or disliked by my classmates. Success as a kid was about having the new shiny toy, be it a bike, the latest video game system, or a new puppy. When you had that, you were the kid and had the house everyone wanted to come to. In our tiny little world, you were the star until someone else got the next new thing. It was simple, but it was also pretty egocentric and selfish. There was no real thought about others, but that is part of being a kid. Flash forward to senior year. Being happy, it was still about not having chores and not getting grounded. Let you in a little secret. Still get nervous about getting grounded by my parents and disappointing them. But being happy was about being able to spend every waking moment that I could with my girlfriend, Jeannie. In those moments, I could make the world disappear. There was more pressures on me with college looming and the realization that I was going to be leaving home. It was a scary time because my whole existence up until that moment was about to be changed forever. I had spent 18 years learning the rules, finally felt like I had a handle on how things worked. So being with Jeannie and our friends were moments where we could forget about what was coming down the tracks. Happiness was hiding from the future. Success was a little bit easier to define. Grades and test scores, certainly that was a huge part of it. You got ranked. I mean, that sort of takes the guesswork out of it. But it was more than that. I was working, I was making money for the first time. Success was being able to afford things without actually having to get my parents' approval before that I bought them. It was having a license and being able to take the car and to go do what I want. Success was freedom. Up until this point in my life, I felt like the definition of happy and success was very in tune with the majority of my peers. Then graduation happened. It all changed. The goal no longer was such a homogenized thing. I feel that we are shown happiness and success are all about the stuff and status you have. But I'm going to let you in on a little secret. It isn't. I've had jobs where I've made very good salary and been miserable. At the time I was making the most money I ever had, I went to my wife's work party. One of her coworkers mentioned to her that I seemed to be a bitter person. At the time I was offended. But looking back, I see that they were 100% correct. I was working in a corporate environment, clean cut, no beard, making money, and I was absolutely miserable. I had stopped playing music. I was not being true to myself. Because of this, I had become withdrawn and was not being a good husband or parent. Then we had our third kid, Zoe. Jeannie suggested I become a stay-at-home parent. This decision probably saved my life. I started playing music again. I started a band and have had more success with it than any other I had before. I even opened for a member of the Grateful Dead and hung out with them afterwards. I was there for my wife and kids. I honestly came back to life. Oh yeah, I also grew up my hair and beard. Here I was making no money, and yet I was the happiest I'd been in years. I had found myself and yet never knew I was lost. I owe my wife a debt that I can never repay because she allowed me to have a reset button on life. It helped bring back into focus what really matters. If you ask my daughters, they will tell you I have a bunch of catchphrases I say all the time. They're probably sick of hearing them. Sorry, Dana. I'm going to say a couple of them right now. The first is, find your happy. I realize that I am meant to be a dad who loves music. I'm happiest when I'm with my family, when I have a guitar in my hand, or I'm listening to music. That's my happy. Thankfully, I have a wonderful family, a fun band, and a job that allows me to see live music at least 3 nights a week. The next phrase I say a lot, do not let others define you. When I was working a job, making a lot of money, and chasing the supposed American dream, I was miserable. I was letting someone else define my happiness and who I was supposed to be. The moment I started listening to myself, I achieved true happiness. It might be more work at times and a tougher existence, but I wouldn't have it any other way. One last phrase I say a lot is leave it better than you found it. This was something one of the greatest men I ever knew used to say. He explained that it was as simple as seeing a piece of trash on the ground and throwing it away. It also can mean driving across the country to be with your friends or family in a time of need. It really means living your life with a purpose bigger than yourself. It is having an understanding that we're all just small parts of a much bigger existence in this universe. My uncle had many adversities put in front of him. He saw 2 of his children pass away. Yet he was always one of the happiest people I knew because he lived a life where he tried to make the world better for everyone around him in a little and big way. I started this whole thing asking what it means to be happy and successful. I think it's actually simple. Be yourself, believe in yourself, and live your life in a generous way. Make the world better every day. It doesn't need to be a monumental, earth-shattering thing. It can be as simple as saying hi to someone who seems a little down or throwing away a piece of trash on the ground. Just leave it better than you found it. Thank you very much.
At this point in our celebration, we recognize our graduating seniors. There is only one commencement ceremony of Brighton High School. That is the one for the class of 2017. This ceremony is important not only for each member of this class, it is also very important to parents, family members, friends, and faculty in attendance. It is in this context that we ask the audience not to leave their seats for photographs. We have photographs being taken by professional photographers, and pictures will be available to you. Following the presentation of the diplomas, there will be a recessional. This will signify the culmination of this commencement celebration. We ask that the audience remain in place until the recessional has been completed. Presenting the class of 2017 and presenting diplomas this evening will be Principal Dr. Tom Hall. Student names will be read by Dr. Aaron Meredith, class advisor and BHS English teacher, Ms. Ann Meyer.
Class of 2017 is my first graduating class where I served most of you as principal during 3rd grade, 4th grade, and right up to your moving up day ceremony on that last day of school in June 2010. And now you're principal at Brighton High School for the past 4 years. It has truly been an honor and a privilege working with all of you. I've learned so much from you over the past 4 years, and your energy, enthusiasm, kindness, creativity, on the stage, athletic field, in the classroom, in the hallways, and of course, when you took over the BHS parking lot and blocked all the juniors from getting the good spots on that last day of school. You make me proud to come to BHS each and every day and serve you as high school principal, even when we're administering those flex surveys. After today, you, Brighton High School's only class of 2017, will move on to college, career, military service, volunteering here and abroad, or further educational or career training and travel. BHS has prepared you for that next chapter of your life. In preparing a few words for this moment with you, I look back at my speech from the 5th grade moving up day. It was amazing to me how much that message then resonates today as you graduate from high school. It was once said that humanity's fate rests on personal integrity. While not every moment in our lives, will be significant or defining, many moments will cast an indelible mark on who we are, on who we are choosing to become. People you interact with each and every day will remember those moments, good and bad. Keeping your word, honoring your promises, doing the right thing in your workplace, and being there for family and friends in need is what people will remember about you. Maya Angelou, an American poet, memoirist, and civil rights activist, once said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." I don't think anyone out in this audience tonight can argue with that point. The next few years will go by very quickly, so live every moment to the fullest, savor all of those educational and learning opportunities, and most importantly, always show the highest level of respect and integrity to yourself and to others, not only in your words, but also through your actions. And don't just say it, live it. I hope that you will stay in touch through the next several years and keep BHS updated on how you're doing. I'm confident that there will be many students right here from the class of 2017 who will eventually be selected to be members of the Brighton High School Alumni Hall of Fame. I cannot wait to see what you do. I wish all of you, the Brighton class of 2017, a hearty congratulations on many years of hard work and best wishes on your future journeys. And class of 2017, remember, your future is just around the corner.
Halima Abakar. Cedric Thomas Adam. Sonia Akbar. Akib Safi Alam. Majid Rakan Al-Kathiri. Abigail Joy Ambridge. Jordan Spencer Amsty. Janelle Ann Asandrov. Matthew Louis Atanasio. Beatrice Baraclough Tan. Kayla Linda Beatty. Afa Benjamin Job. Liam G. Bethlendi. Neil Samir Bhagwat. Sophia A. Babrov. Lydia Page Botrick. Jackson Clark Booth. Julia Florence Bordeaux. Colin James Brody. Lucas Casey Brown. Austin Summer Brown Gibbons. Eleanor Catherine Burns. Robert Elliott Calkins. Lauren Elise Carr Harris. Azaria Castillo. Ethan Forbes Chelly. Ella Flynn Charlesworth. Valentina Chavez Lopez. Ellen Elizabeth Mares Chinchilli. Henry Stephen Clapp. Tyreek Trayvon Collins. Tasha Colton. Andrew John Cook. Theo Michel Couder. Cassandra Antoinette Coveney. Colin Everett Cubitt. Jason Javier Cunningham. Allison Kathleen Cutter. Gunther Dadson. Omar Iyad Dajani. Victoria Jade Delberth. Dana Catherine Dale. Carolyn Elizabeth Daly. Owen Christopher Davis. Paul Francis Dellinger. Thomas Malakin Dellinger. Elena Delutri. Eliza Dong Yin Demers. Emily Genevieve Donoto. Samuel K. Deal. Bogus Y. Diltz. Autumn Sarah Doctor. Nick Duong Tavale. Emily Morgan Dowler. Joel Richard Wynn Drexel. Alice Janae Dubois. Benjamin Warren Duer. Yusuf Mustafa Dunphy. Megan Lee Dussinger. Noah David Dworsky. Clara Rosemary Dwyer. Ben Ernan. Peter Neil Fabinski. Rachel Golda Fairman. Saban Fessel. Adina Feldman. Joshua Vaughn Fenster. Miranda Elizabeth Fisher. David Belmain Fitzpatrick. Megan Elizabeth Flanagan. Gabriella Dominique Fournier. Olivia Angelica Freund. Eonce Gamble. Caitlin Garside. Jarrett Ronald Geedy. Lila Elizabeth Geiger. Sarah Golda Geller. Mary Claire George. Matthew Gregory George. Joshua Go. Joshua Joseph Georgione. Daniel James Gizzi. Elijah Malik Goldberg. Adina Michelle Goldstein. Galen Graff. Emerson Christian Graham Senden. Michaela Wynn Green. Callista Heritatis Greenberg. Grace Marie Green. Elijah Anthony Gregorio. Brianna Grief. Si-Hong Guo. Madeline Park Hager. Lucas Stephen Hardy. Madeline Marie Harris. Mackenzie Barbara Harris. Leah Natalie Hatch. Samuel Pettix Heilbrenner. Zachary James Hetzel. Michaela Estelle Henry. Allison Jade Herlihy. Joseph Lee Hederick. Grace Snow Hiltunen. Monet Howard. John Benjamin Howell. James Hu. Cornelius Ezel Hurst. Reese Alexander Hurwitz. Hain Hyun. Jared Matthew Isman. Linia Leilani Jackson. Andrew Montgomery Jensen. Arian Ja. Nathan Arizona Johnson. Alex Jordan. Reese Julian Kane. Raga Kanin. Natalie Carlson. Ross Thomas Keene. Emma Mary Kiefer. James Michael Keegan. Conley J. Kehoe. Caitlin Marie Keller. Nicholas Gaetano Kemp. Rachel Sarah Kazanov. Edward Kim. Sohee Kim. Lydia Browning Kiner. Ella Kogis. Andrew Minor Kohlberg. Stefan Smith Korfmacher. Aurora Bell Cusick. Alexander Christian Kurtz. Matthew Joseph Kwok. Marlena Rose LaRock. Julia Rose Larson. Jared Adam Lashway. Olivia Barton LeClaire. Eleanor Edico Suchia Leno. Simon Genai Suchia Leno. Mia Shira Levinson. Charles Alexander Lyons.
Bethany Virginia Liano. Bryce Ryan Linehan. Matthew Sam Lipschitz. Alex Victor Liu. Lucia Rose Lorenzo. Harrison J. Lucas. Lena Marie Lucas. Nathaniel Nettie Luong. Jacob Alexander Lustig. Emily Louise Macon. Marco Meyer. Ashley Marie Mann. Tristan Harold Markida. Miranda Martiveles. Isabel Ariana Martinez. Joshua David Marvo. Ian Montgomery Maddock. Matthew Joseph Mayer. Ian James Maywar. Una Kyung McCormick. Campbell Elizabeth McDade Clay. Elizabeth Anna McFarland Porter. Rachel Virginia McLaughlin. Cynthia Knight. Sorry. McKnight. Apologize. Cynthia McKnight. Rachel Virginia McLaughlin. Sean Mera Brustowitz. Margaret Ruth Mers. Julia Anna Myshenska. Genevieve Vered Michon. Alexander Thompson Moran. Shay William Morrissey. Elijah Dixon Morrow. Hannah Muhick Stephanie. Luke Christopher Muir. Catherine Margaret Murphy. Fiona Grace Nelson. Isaac John Nelson. Ted Williams Newcomb, Jr. Visalakshi Nudalapadi. Shannon Ray Obers. Drew Brody O'Neill. Olivia Ortu. Oh, Olivia's not here. Miranda Margaret Owen. Lev Alexander Pacherkovsky. Ashton Vaughn Pattyfoot. Ignace Panero Armasca. Andrew William Parisi. Kelvin Caleb Petway. Lila Joanne Platt. Reagan Ann Potter. Maya Prabhakar. Zihao Chi. Brett Palmer Randall. Oliver Abbott Rapp. Ryan Anthony Rowden. Benjamin Noah Richardson. Molly Mangan Richardson. Hugh Alexander Richardson. Rebecca Kaya Ritterman. Sierra Gina Rivers. Sarah Cardwell Roberts. Ian Nicholas Rongo. Jacob Irving Rosenblum. Bianca Clementine Rossi. Nicholas Barrett Ruff. Syed Hassin Sadat. Caroline Teresa Samsonic. Erin Marie Shantz. Sarah Swartz. Zelia D. Zakira. Ariana Teresa Shaheen. Emily K. Shapiro. Hadia Sharif. Lourdes Kazia Sharp. Anna Claire Shaughnessy. John Gerard Shaughnessy. Helen Marie Siebert. Eva Raquel Signorino. Roman Mario Simmons. Jonah Noel Simpson. Giovanni Singh. Chin Si Hutham. Afia Oksana Small. Caroline Kate Smiley. Isaac Alexander Smith. Sabri Jacqueline Smith. Janae Tiara Smith. Noah Jacob Solomon. Taylor Chinda Soam. Benjamin Reuven Stern Spanger. Kimori Orlando Spence. Mehdi Squally. Eliana Beth Stein. Max Ari Stern. Ariel Marissa Stolberg. Logan Cloner Stolberg. William Christopher Stone. Ian Daniel Strasek. Una Isabella Strasser. Maria Isabel Stowe. Taylor Jean Sullivan. Terrence Michael Sullivan Jr. Ooh. Is he not there? John Amos Switek. Brian Aiello Shebith. Evelyn Ray Taylor. Paige Elizabeth Tamby. Allison McLean Thayer. Grace Schuyler Thomas. Jemai Demir Thomas. Owen Lang Thomas. Neela Tija. Tobari Obasi Miller Timothy. Kavai Titus. Reed Thomas Tompkins. Elise Christine Toporek. Nicholas David Travellini. Madison Alexis Treadwell. Marco Troiano. Dario Troiano. Graham Richard Trolley. Jack William Tullio. Max Harrison Valinsky. Estrella Liliana Valle. Erica Suzanne Vincola. Jackson Peter Vincola. Jessica Marissa Magdalena Vita. Rachel Marie Volmore. Sarah Lynn Wager. Cherish Mary Lou Monique Warnick. Lydia Alice Weber. Jade Ava Weiner. Sydney Francis Wheeler. Ronan Charles Henry Madden Wozniak. Jared Michael Wright. Catherine Jing Wu. Jada Wu. Ching Ching Yang. William Fagan Zelazny. Gloria Zhang. Mu Xing Zhao. Stephen Louis Sicari. Samantha Nicole Zimmerman.